Of YouTube. Yes, this is a part two. I got a really good feedback from this video, and also I got a lot of emails with people who have sent me pictures. People also uh, gave me some more information, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into this. There might even be a third video to this, because all the information that's coming out of me, I'm like, wow, where was y'all before when I made this first video? But that's cool. This, I have no problem going back and adding to this and adding this new information. Okay. So I mean, this is like some stuff that I didn't even know, that I really wish that I would have paid attention to the first time, that I'm kind of shocked at myself that I didn't catch on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Okay, here we have a family picture. We got the dad and the mom. We got Tia and Tamara. Now I don't know who is who, because I can't really see with the mole with Tamara. I'm thinking Tamara may be the one on the left, uh, for several reasons. Okay, now somebody brought this to my attention, and it didn't dawn on me until I'm like, wow. I did a little bit of research on this, but I wasn't able to find as much information as I wanted to find. And that is, I want you to pay attention to the outfits that they are wearing. Yes, they are twins, but twin girls would both have on a dress. And rather than if it was a twin boy and a twin girl, the twin boy has on a shirt and not a dress. Do you see this? And I've seen this picture before, but I never really paid attention to it. There is a slight difference in the way they made boy clothes and girl clothes, and I do believe they were born in 1978. Boy clothes had two pockets on each side, and you can see that's on, do believe, Tamara's shirt, and then you have Tia's like a dress. So this is another thing that was pointed out to me. I don't know why I didn't notice this before, but if you're not going to be pointed out, you're not going to pay attention to it. So, and then another thing that I'm going to bring up, and that was pointed out to me after, and I looked at it again, and it makes a little bit more sense. Now, this family has more members in this family that I was not aware of. I knew they had a little brother, Taj, and this is his picture right there. He looks even more like Doja than Tia and Tamara. And where has he been? Because I haven't seen him playing anything since what was that show, Full House or whatever kids show it was growing up. I can't remember. But I do know that he's been missing for a while. I haven't seen him in a while. There's another brother that they have that I just barely found out that he's another sibling, and his name is Trevor or Travis or something like that. I'm not too sure. Somebody could correct me on this. And he's a younger brother. He's like in his 20s, 25, I do believe. And this one, Taj, he was born in 86. So, he's probably around the age that Doja would be. And here's the other brother, Travis. And then here's a family photo. Let's see. Like I said, it's kind of hard to tell them apart without. I think that's Tia. And there's Papa and there's Mama. And then we see Papa. I just can't. Every time I look at this picture, all I see is Doja Cat and the father. I mean, if I'm wrong and Doja Cat is not either one of them, or even, I'm even going to say if any of these family members, then Daddy was creeping somewhere, okay? Because I read that she just barely found out who her father was, and he hasn't been in her life. So this could be a whole rabbit hole that I could go down, but there's something up with this family. I mean, there's definitely is, um, from the start, because, like I said on my last video, both the mother and the father were in the military, deep. Now, here's something else I want to bring to attention that was brought to my attention, and I don't know why I didn't notice this before. Now, male and females have different bone structures, of course. One of the key things that you could tell if it's a male or a female, born a male or female, is the clavicle bone. If it drops, it's a female. If it's straight across, it's a male. I'm seeing in Tamara, uh, it's straight across. If she is, if this is, if this should, or excuse me, Tia. I'm gonna probably mix this up, so please correct me because I still have not gotten who is who right. So, but I know that one of them or both of them is playing Doja Cat. Somebody is playing Doja Cat, and I'm gonna stick by that. They're both playing her. Now, this clavicle bone is a little bit more better angle. You can see that it is dropping. It's not straight across, and I'm going to show you the difference here in a minute. So I do believe that she is a woman. She was born a woman just by the bone structure. So, but as we move on, I'm going to show you some. Now this is Tia. Okay, she looks like Doja in the face. Can't really see her bone structure. Now here is Doja Cat. Look how straight across her clavicle bone is. Straight across. It's not dropping down. It's straight across, just like a male clavicle bone. I'm going to show you the difference here. Matter of fact, I'll show you both male and female so you could compare the two. Here's an example of the female clavicle bone. You see how it drops down on the shoulders, and you could tell right there on Tamara how it is dropping down. Okay, you could tell that she was born a female. Here's a male that's going straight across. No dropping down, just straight across clavicle bone. Here's Doja Cat. It's going straight across just like a male. Okay? So, we could go from there. Another thing that I wanted to point out too, she does have a mole, just like Tamara has. She's got moles everywhere. So I'm trying to figure, again, there's something going on here. All right. I'm just going to go through a little bit of photos here. You can see the comparison. Another thing that I do want to bring up, that I think that a lot of a cover up is going on when they're covering up her bottom heavy, because she's famous for having bottom heavy, is I know that she does a lot of IG lives, and she puts on and then when she does a lot of live performances, she wears these jackets, these hot ass jackets, and she's on stage and she's outside in this hot sun, these hot stage lights, and you tell me you got on this hot jacket and you're not burning up. No, there's something that she's covered up or something, what I'm saying, just to add to, she's not going to be able to put on that full body costume. So there's a lot of things that you got to notice that these people do to cover up the fact that they're not going to be able to put on their full costume that night, or they need to cover it up. Now here is a picture again that I had in my last video of how she's bottom heavy. This couple pictures is just going to be just her and Tia and Tamara, them together, and then it's got a picture of Doja Cat, and then it's going to go into a couple performances of her IG live, and it's going to get into I just went ahead and just took the music out of this. You could just see that she's just kind of dancing around and kind of freely. I haven't looked at a lot of her IGs, but I looked at enough to figure out that she is wearing some kind of prosthetic butt. Definitely, especially you could tell that when she's got on this loose T-shirt, and that's probably just to hide the fact that she doesn't have it, the prosthetic availability. Here's a good example of her trying to hide it. Um, I don't know what the deal was. I didn't watch the whole IG live. I just know that this is a good example of her trying to hide the fact that she didn't have her prosthetic butt, a prosthetic body or whatever with her. So this is something that they use to cover up. And like I said, I don't frequent her IGs. As a matter of fact, I don't even have an IG because like I said, I do believe they do pre-recorded things, pre-recorded setups to make it look like it's something that they do every day. These clips play. She did a few interviews and she's dropping a lot of hints on here, so I'm gonna go and let it play.
That's what we call them now. That's the inside joke.
Okay, so no
Okay,
more
like
boobs.
your Tia is coming out. You gotta tuck it back. Your Tamara is a little
lopsided.
Giving
side Tamara? Is that what we're saying? We're giving side Tia?
Under Tia.
Under Tia? Under Tamara?
Under Tia.
Under Tia. Yes, girl, show that under.
Niggas ain't shit, cuz. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Listen to your friends. Listen. Wait. That's not cheating.
I went ahead and just took the audio out of this this last clip. I wanted to show this one because it does look like she's got her full body bottom prosthetic butt on. It took me a while to try to figure this one out. Because I do know that a lot of them have the fake butts and they have surgery done. Now I do believe that she's putting on this prosthetic butt because it's obviously because she's playing these multiple characters. She's playing dual characters, multiple characters, whatever. I mean, I just shown a proof in her IG live that it's easier for her to kind of cover this up when she's does not have access or availability to get to the full body suit. Now, if she's doing a live performance or she's going to has an appearance with somewhere, of course, she's going to be a little bit more presentable and have the butt ready. And I think on the last video that she had on a coat sitting down. She's doing a performance with this hot coat, which does not make any sense to me unless you're covering up something. So you have to look at little details like this that they try to hide. Or they try to, to those who are not in the know, they're not going to pick up on this. And like I said, there may be a third video to this because I have received tons of hints, tons of information, and floods of emails of people trying to tell me this is what's up. And I appreciate you. I know you don't want me to probably mention, for your privacy, so I'm not even going to say, but thank you for this information. I appreciate it. Because there's some things that I didn't pick up on. And I'm still learning. The bottom line is that I know that Doja Cat is a part of this family. I mean, there's so many resemblance as far as being logical similarities, the parents, the family background. I mean, look at her. I mean, she is definitely a part of this. She is part of it. They are playing this character. And I'm still gonna look into the brother Taj, because that was brought to my attention that may be a possibility that he may be Doja, especially when we know that she is showing the characteristics of it being a male. So I think that's something we definitely need to look into, because they definitely look like this father, the mother. You could tell they all related. And especially this last picture here, when I pointed out that these are possibly could be a male and a female twin, rather than two female twins, with the boy and girl twins wear different clothing to distinguish if they are a boy or girl. And I stated before, the boy shirts with the two pockets on each side, and the girl twin with the dress-like shirt. So there's something up with this whole family. Like I said, there may be a third video to this, because of the enormous amount of information, of emails that I've gotten. And like I said, I'm going to keep the people that have sent me this, I'm going to keep it private unless you would like me to go ahead and include you. I have no problem with that. But if not, I'll keep it private, because I do respect that. Because like I said, this is a bigger picture than I had thought it to be. I mean, I already know that she is playing this role. I already know that there's something about this family, and we're going to put these dots together. I mean, we're going to figure this out. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.